Hey guys, Richard here, eBike Reviews and Adventures. In today's video, we're going to be checking out the brand new Velotric Summit 2. The Summit 2 is a hybrid style e-bike, and it is designed to, well, go almost anywhere. It's multi-terrain capable. You can go down the street in the bike path, you can go across the grass, you can even take it on the trails with you. And that's one of the things that we really love about it, because you can do those things with it. We're going to talk about some of that a little bit more in just a moment. We'd like to thank Velotric for sending this bike to us so we can check it out. Appreciate them. They've been a big sponsor of the channel and sending us these bikes. But I tell you what, our opinion is ours, and they don't tell us what to say. We're going to share with you what we like and what we don't like about any bike you see on the channel. Now, Velotric has 1,200... Oh, it timed out. Hey, Velotric has 1,200 dealers across the nation. You can go and test them out, check them out, take them for a test ride, and yeah, get some great support as well. So make sure you go and check them out. Guys, let's jump in. We're going to talk about some of the specs before we go for a ride. Okay, so what makes this multi-terrain? Well, first of all, let's talk about the tires right up here, because we got some very aggressive tires, but they're thin tires, and I like that. Recently, I started riding some thinner tire bikes, and it's really growing on me. I've always been a fat tire fan, but with the last couple of Velotric bikes we had that had these nice thin tires, but they're very aggressive tread, you know, I feel safe and secure as I'm going across the ground, wet grass, gravel, dirt, whatever. I just feel like I've got plenty of traction, and I really like that about it. Now, this one also comes with air suspension front forks, and that's adjustable, so that makes it a little softer and a little easier when we're going across the rough terrain. Plus, you got a 750 watt motor with 100 Newton meters of torque, so you got plenty of power. You got the sensor swap in here, so you got both cadence and torque mode. And guys, guess what? It's got another special feature. It's got a pulse mode, and they give you this heart monitor right here that you can wear, so you can keep up with your heart rate if you're out there getting good exercise on this bike. So I really like that. It's way cool. Moving on around the front here, let's see here. We got some big rotors up there. Of course, we got the hydraulic brakes, so not much to say with that. Coming on around here, we've got a 16.7 amp hour battery tucked away inside the frame there, so it makes it nice and slick looking. This is considered a mid-step bike. They do that because, well, it's multi-terrain, and they just want to give you that extra strength on the frame in case you get out there in some rougher trails. So I really like that. I even like the silly little charging port right here. Real simple, you know, nice cover though, not that little rubber plug you find on some bikes. Velotric really thinks about the small details that makes a big difference. Here's another one. This is a first for me too, how this little porthole right here is for wiring. Look, they got one right here, and they got wires coming through it just to help kind of clean up the wires. I really like that a lot, guys. I really do. Now, this bike comes in regular and a large frame. This is the regular size. I'm a big guy, but we opted to get the regular size, so I might look a little big on this one. So if you're a bigger guy, consider getting the large size frame. We even have a chain slap guard here to protect the chain from slapping right there. Check that out. This is a 9-speed. Yeah, they put 9 speeds on this thing because you might want to get really zipping down the road, or it's going to give you more capability if you're hitting the hills. So I like that a lot. You still have a luggage rack up here, and that can hold, what can it hold? 66 pounds. Like it a lot. Yeah, oh, and check it out. We also have, it's a multi-terrain, right? But if you're in city traffic, you've got brake lights back here, and you've got blinkers on both sides. So that's way cool as well. Plastic R fender. Plastic R fender. Woo! Fenders are plastic. And let's see, moving on around here. You do have just a standard seat post with a clamp, and that's a very basic kind of seat up here. For a multi-terrain, multi-capable bike, I would like to have seen a suspension seat post. I think that'd be really cool. But you know what? You can get those aftermarket, real simple and easy. Maybe put a more comfortable ride, because you know what? If you're more comfortable on your saddle, you're likely to ride it a lot more, right? That's my saying. Let's jump up here into the cockpit area. Real nice. Velotric always does a really good job in the cockpit area. Love the grips with the palm rest, so you got nice and comfortable, especially when you're hitting the bumps or hitting the trails. Of course, you got your hydraulic brakes. You've got a left-handed thumb throttle right here. Very responsive. A newer display, haven't seen this before. Power button is up here on the top. We'll go ahead and hit the power button. Bring that up. So it's a smaller display, but you can clearly see everything just fine. You see 93% battery. There's our miles per hour. We're in custom mode right now. I'll get back to that in just a second. It's currently off. We're in cadence mode right there. Turn it on, you got Eco, Trail, Sport, and Boost. And you also have a pulse mode, but you have to kind of get into the menu to be able to get to that. Hold on, I'll show you that. There's our blinkers, left blinker, audible sound, nice and bright. Love it, love it, love it. Push it again to turn it off. Let's go ahead and hit the M button, so I'll show you a little bit of the menu inside here. Right here, speed limit. We're gonna select that. Look at that. You got class 1, 2, and 3 or custom. So depending on what the laws are in your area, you can easily get in here and adjust the class. You can also adjust the speed for each of those classes. So it really gives you some capability there to make it however it is you want. Pulse mode right here. I'm gonna jump down to pulse mode and select that. Pulse mode is now currently on. Success. We're gonna back out of here. Now it says pulse over here. So because it says pulse, you don't have, there it is. There it is, now we got it in there, pulse mode. When it's in pulse mode, you're gonna have the torque sensor going, but it's a really light torque sensor, not real hard to pedal at all. And that's where you can also more easily keep track of your heart monitor. I think my heart monitor turned off while I was talking. Otherwise, it'd give me my heart rate right there. So kind of cool. Moving on up, then you go back to the off button, and then you go back into Eco, Trail, Sport, Boost. We put it in custom mode because class 1 and 3, you're kind of limited on the throttle. It's not going to work for you. It only works in class 2. Then you're limited to 20 miles per hour, blah, blah, blah. You know how it works, but depending on your laws in your area, if you jump up and put it in custom, you can keep the throttle turned on. You can go full speed, 28 miles an hour, you know, if your law allows. So make sure you keep up with the laws in your areas because they're constantly changing. Let's see, that's enough about the display. It's just really nice that they have this. They've also got a really nice app. Their app is probably the best I've seen on the market. And download the app for sure if you have a Velotric, because you can update the firmware easily, but you can more easily make adjustments, use maps, do all kinds of cool things with it, so be sure to check that out. I like that the headlight is up here on the handlebars, because sometimes, you know, especially at night, you might want to shine the light down the road in front of you a little further, but if there's traffic or something, you may want to point it down a little closer, and it's just nice to be able to reach up here and make that adjustment. And so I prefer it up here rather than way down there like a lot of bikes. 9-speed shifter right here, finger shifter, right and left right there. Got a bell, which is important. Guys, this bike, I can't say enough about it. It is really sweet. And when it comes out, well, when this video comes out, it's going to be out, and you're going to see it runs for about $2,000. Well worth the money for all the gizmos that you're getting, for all the capability you're getting. And if you're looking for maybe your first bike and you're not sure what you want to get, this is a good contender because it gives you all this capability. It's got some great features that a lot of bikes don't have. It's thinner tire, which a lot of people prefer the thinner tire. It's a less aggressive look when you're out in public. Yet with the strong knobby tires, it gives you plenty of capability to go through the grass in the trails. We're going to show you that in just a moment. Let's get on this thing. We're going to test a couple things out. I'm going to share a few more things with you. All right, to get us started here, we're going to get started in torque sensor mode because that's where I like to ride most of the time these days. So we're in torque sensor mode, we're in eco mode, so we're just going to kind of lightly cruise along here. We got it in about 7th gear over here for our mechanical gears. You can see that. Yeah. Nice riding bike. You don't hear the motor much at all, so it's nice and quiet. And you know, we have somebody up here on the sidewalk, so let's just go ahead and get down here in the bike trail. Because it's multi-capable, I can just hop the curb right here easily. And we'll just jump out here. I'm gonna bump it up trail mode a little bit. The torque sensor is a little stiff. When I mean stiff, it means for some bikes, the torque sensor is really light on the feet. You don't have to press too hard. This one requires you to press a little firm, not much. You just feel a little bit in your legs that, okay, I gotta put a little effort into this a little bit. But it's super nice. It handles well, balanced well. Let's go ahead and get on up here to speed a little bit. We're gonna jump on up to like boost mode. There we go. The sensor got a little easier on the pedal in boost mode. We're zipping on up here, doing about 18 right now. Hello, morning. You don't hear a lot of road noise or anything from these knobby tires like you would maybe a 4-inch tire, because that rumbles down the road. This isn't too bad. You hear it a little bit. Just super nice. Now I'm talking and riding at the same time. Who knows what my heart rate is? Let's go ahead and jump over here and check it. We're gonna jump over there, stick it in pulse mode, 111. Richard, you can do better than that. I've noticed that when you're in pulse mode, which we're riding in now, the torque sensor gets a lot lighter on your feet, and you don't have to press as hard. It's still a torque sensor. It's just how it's programmed, I guess. It just makes it a little bit lighter on the feet. But we can ride around on this, keep an eye on our heart rate, make sure we're all good. Kind of like it. So guys, one thing that we noticed when you're in pulse mode, which we are right now, okay, and we're keeping track of our heart rate, which is down to 91, your throttle doesn't work. But as soon as you start to put a little pressure on the pedal, the bike does kick in and go, and it kind of gives you a nice little jump start there. So I do like that. So because these heavier bikes, there you go, just a little push on the pedal and it just kind of gets me right up there effortlessly. So I do like that about it. Also, just so you know, this bike weighs about 57 pounds, so pretty lightweight for, you know, a bike that's got so much capability. I really like that. Guys, another advantage of having a thin tire bike that also has a thinner, smaller frame like this. You know, a lot of people complain these days about big e-bikes, and you know, they don't like e-bikes, and you know, when you're out in public, this doesn't look as much as an e-bike because it doesn't have the fat tires. It's not a big frame. It's kind of smaller. So there are those advantages. You kind of blend in a little bit easier. But hey guys, we got a trail right here. So let's go hit some trails and do a little trail riding. I'll show you how it responds, how it works. All right, so this is shell trail right here. So we got a lot of loose shell. And oh, let's jump up here. Get up here on this terrace. Oh, check that out. We can get up here on this, come back down again. Very capable bike. I tell you what, when you hit the smaller hills like this, you can feel that 100 Newton meters of torque because it just plows right up these little hills without any effort at all. And that is way sweet. One thing I've noticed with these tires on this loose shell is that it's still gripping just fine. I'm not having any tire slippage at all, which is pretty nice. This bike is so much fun because it is so capable. Oh my goodness. This thing is just crazy. Oh, smacked myself in the helmet with a tree limb. So much fun. Hey, let's hide from the camera person. Any gators out here? Where's she at? Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Yeah, having lots of fun out here on the trails, guys, because when you're riding something like the Velotric Summit 2, you can have lots of fun. Crazy capable bike. I know I've said that multiple times, but it's just, this has me sold on thin tire bikes. Yeah, it certainly does. Look at this, no issues whatsoever. Guys, real quick, we're going to show you the app here. 91% battery, it's showing our odometer right there. You can go into bike settings, you can start riding, and it's going to kind of track your ride. See right there, got the maps going on, which is way cool. Bike settings right here, you can jump in. This is where you can set your riding mode, whether you want to be in the pulse mode, you want it off, or your different pass levels. Let's see here, class 1, 2, and 3 plus. With those, you can adjust your pedal and throttle, max speed. Really like it. You can turn the custom mode on or off. You got riding experience here. You can go slow if you want to go slower on the ride and slower on the throttle. This is smooth, and I tell you what, it's a little quick. We also have turbo. We haven't tested that out yet. Let's see, torque and cadence swap right here. You can easily adjust that. How quickly you want the whole bike to power off and shut down. Right now it's set for 5. Screen brightness. Ride tuning. Hey, we've got NFC cards. We didn't show you that. So you can turn that feature on if you want to, and then you have the little NFC credit card little dudes, and then you have to use that in order to turn on your bike. So it has just got a lot of capability in the app, so make sure you go and check that out. All right, guys, a little bonus footage here. We got Emma on the Summit 2, and she's gonna try it out here because she hasn't ridden it yet. I am riding another Velotric, another one that came out recently, the Discover 3. Make sure you go and check out that video. Another really awesome bike. Like it a lot. But this video is all about the Summit 2. You can see those brake lights coming on, so you can see how bright they are. Boop, boop. How do you like it, Emma? It is nice. Super, super nice bike. Emma and I were just talking off camera here a little bit that it's been a while since I had a bike that I was really, really, really excited about. In her words, I was really enthusiastic, but she can tell that I really like this one, and I do. Super nice. I like the color too. They got a couple different colors out there you can choose from, but very, very capable bike if I don't run her over. There we go. I'm not used to being the camera person in the back. Don't make any quick stops, Emma. I'm liable to run right into you. We do have a bridge. Multi-terrain capable to include bridges, guys. Whoa, whoa, trying to ride with the left hand only, holding my camera up. I don't know how Emma does it. She manages. Yeah, that's true. Emma's usually on the trike when we're doing camera work, but because we're going to be on the trail today, we said, let's just take 2 of the newer Velotric bikes. Whoa! I think I'm gonna have to stop up here and wait for our camera person to show up because Emma's lost way back there probably by now. Zooming through these trails. Yeah, guys. Oh, if I can get off. I gotta get used to getting off with that mid-step there. The Summit 2. If you don't have one, get one. Follow the link down below. Go check it out. Look for the discount code, because this is one awesome piece of engineering right here. Guys, that's it for this video. Make sure you give me a thumbs up, comment down below, and we will see you in another video real soon. Ride responsibly, ride safe.